the reason why I pause every once in a while and I'm like, should I keep doing the energy updates, is because it we heal in cycles, right? We heal in spirals, and every time we go through an upgrade, the reality, the frequency in this 3D reality raises, the ceiling raises. And I've explained this before, that each one of us, we have a spectrum, right? So I have my own spectrum of frequency. You all have your own spectrum of frequency and like a bandwidth. And that what happens is all of a sudden the ceiling in this reality, the frequency in this reality increases a little bit. And so we got to go like this so that we can meet it. But in the process of doing that, it is like unwinding, purging, dealing with all the things, life review, circling back on things, so that we can just purge and shed whatever it is that's not allowing us to attune to this new baseline. Okay. And so what happens is we attune because we purge and we go through a process, and then we attune, and everything else that was meeting us now below here has to leave. And it can be people, it can be jobs, it might be a location, but it has to, because you are fundamentally different now. Okay. And so the reason why I question about the updates is because it's just this process over and over and over and over and over again. Because we're, as long as we are in human form, we are transforming. We are coming back home. We are remembering. And none of us are, when we are in human form, none of us have all knowing. None of us do. Okay. So it is a constant process of remembering. With that being said, let's begin with some breathing. Okay. So we're going to do the 4-7-8 breath. And that can be really helpful to regulate the nervous system, to activate the vagus nerve, to bring us out of fight or flight, or to bring us out of a state of vigilance. Okay. Again, when there's a lot of activity in the field, the energies coming through are spinning, and it can feel like spinning in us, and it can feel like Kundalini energy. It can feel like electricity. And I say this whenever we do the 4-7-8, if we do it and it doesn't work for you, it's not feeling good, you're not responding well to it, listen to your body. Okay. We are all unique and all of us need different things. So if that happens, then just breathe consciously. Okay. So for the 4-7-8, what we do is we take a nice big inhalation from the belly, and we inhale for 4 counts. And then we hold it for 7. And then we exhale, a nice slow exhale for 8 counts. And we do 3, we'll do 3 rounds of that today. And while we're doing that, I also will encourage us to really start letting go, to let our body start to move into softness, into preparing to receive. Okay. Because we don't realize how much we get into contraction. So it's really about starting to just move out of dis-ease and into ease so that we can receive. So just take a moment right now, just notice the ground underneath you. If you can place your feet on the ground, wonderful. If you can't or you don't want to, just hold that realization, right? Hold the intention to be aware of the ground, aware of your connection to the ground, okay? What that does is it starts to ground us. It starts to root us. So just noticing our connection to the earth, to the ground. And if you would like, I place a hand on my belly, a hand on my heart. And let's take a nice deep breath in for 4. And now hold the breath for 7. And exhale for 8. Again, nice big breath in for 4. Hold the breath for 7. And exhale for 8. Once again, nice healing inhalation for 4. Hold the breath for 7. And then as you exhale, just feel your body relax. Just blow out, release whatever you need to clear, whatever noise you need to let go of. Beautiful. And just take a moment to connect with yourself right now in stillness. Just let go of everything you were doing before you entered this space. Let go of whatever you may be doing after this session. Just let it go. I'm keeping time. I'm holding the container. You're invited right now to just let go. Let go of a sense of time, a sense of space. Let go of your 3D character. Take a break. Take a break from the stories that we create, the narratives that we reinforce. Just take a break from it all right now. Take a break from your limiting identity, right? Try to force our expansive energy in such a small container. So let that go. Let that container go so that you can feel the infinite, eternal nature that is you. The vastness that is you. I like to think of these Monday sessions as a date with ourselves in community to come together to remember that we are the light. That's what we're doing. That's what this shift is all about. We have been taught otherwise, and it's not the truth. We are the light. We are part of Creator. We are divine. Each one of us with our own unique essence, our own unique signature of Creator to share in this reality, to share with each other, to remind us of who we are, that we are all light, we are all love. So that's what we do in these sessions. Because the moment we just pause, take a moment to acknowledge this light within us, that light begins to amplify and grow just simply through our awareness of it. That's how simple it is. And every time we drop in and pause to bring our awareness to this light that we hold within us, the more deeper we start to understand that we really are the light. We start really getting it. And when we start to really get it, layer by layer, what happens is we start to clear our vessel of any density, of any misunderstandings, any distortions, any programming, any conditioning that told us otherwise. That's what all that density is. It's misunderstandings. It's not the truth. So the more we come into truth, the more light we have access to, the more miracles come into our life. the more fun we begin to have with understanding that we are conscious creators. Before we were creating, but not consciously. And now stepping into more conscious awareness allows us to create from a more conscious place. And when we become more conscious, we also understand that we are in co-creation, that we're not doing this alone, and that each one of us has our own perfectly organized, perfectly navigated GPS system that is moving us back to ourselves, back to our truth. So even when we make a choice that we label as bad or a mistake, it's not true, because everything is still pulling us back to ourselves, even that mistake, because the awareness of that mistake pulls you back to yourself. What a relief it is when we realize we can let go of labeling our choices as good or bad. They're just either easier or they create more suffering. But either way, they're always bringing us back to ourselves. And the more we start to relax into allowing ourselves to be led back to ourselves, the more we start to create a deep well of faith and trust. And it's not just faith in the universe, it's faith within ourselves. It's faith within the realization that we are divine, each one of us. Even the most darkest person in this reality still holds a spark of light. And I hold compassion for those who've gotten so far away from themselves that they have forgotten that they are the light. But may we all honor that within ourselves, because each one of us here who claims that, who remembers it, who recognizes it, creates a way for other people that just radiates out that remembering that truth to others, to remember their own light. So just bringing your full awareness right now to that spark within yourself, that light, without overthinking, okay? Like, where is it? Is it this? Is it that? No, you just feel it. Just go to where it feels like you are holding your light, the core of your light. Just bring your awareness there. And as you bring your awareness there, it starts to grow. And just feel that light expanding just through your awareness of it. This is your life force. This is your creative energy. This light does not hold fear. The only thing that interferes with our manifestation is our fear, is our doubt. So brighten the light so that you can move into trust. Let that light lead you. It doesn't come from the analytical mind. It comes from within. So I'm just looking at our field right now. And just bring your awareness just so slightly down towards the ground, just to make sure you're fully grounded right now. Make sure your spirit is fully into your body, into your field, so that your spirit is not floating. And again, this just happens with ease, just by bringing your awareness towards the earth, by recognizing that this beautiful human body that we've all been gifted with is one with the earth. And so we are one with the earth. That's what grounds us. And holding that awareness that we are not only human, but also multidimensional, interdimensional, eternal, infinite beings simultaneously. We're all of it. And so we're just moving some light underneath our feet right now, just clearing out that collective angst. So us empaths, we love to absorb that collective pain because we're alchemists. Each one of us here, we're alchemists, but we have not always learned to let it go. Okay, we're not meant to just hold all the darkness on this planet. We got to let it go. And so just feel yourself let it go. And what happens when you let it go, it actually has room to move into a new consciousness. It has room to actually alchemize. Because the thing is that when we're holding on to it, we're actually holding on to it out of fear. And so it just gets stuck and stagnant. So we're just breathing it out. And I'm seeing everyone's grounding right now is really strong, really vibrant. And so you may even notice that you're starting to feel even more present and centered in your body, in your field. And when we get really grounded in our grounding cord, which is just the energy cord that connects us to the earth, when that becomes really open, what happens is then when we come up into our field, the field has room to move and organize and to shift energy, because that drain, think about it as like a bathtub drain, is now unclogged. Okay, so we just unclogged it so that now in our field, the field can come back into balance because it has somewhere to drain what it needs to clear, what it needs to let go of. So let's come into the energy field. So bringing your awareness up into your field and just be aware of your field, of your electromagnetic light body, okay? Just be aware of it all around you. Just notice where the boundary is. And as you notice where the boundary is, we just start to turn up the conscious awareness in our field just by being. There's no forcing. There's nothing that you have to do right now except for to be very present. This starts to raise your vibration. This starts to boost your light, raise and activate your light body, which is the interdimensional, multidimensional, eternal, infinite being that you are, the spark of creator. And sometimes we just need to remember and feel your light. And so right now we're bringing through an attunement. And this attunement, again, comes from the angels, comes from the angelic realm. So let's just pause as we receive. Just brings through, it helps us integrate these activations. It's clearing, it's combing through our field, combing out any knots, any stagnant energy, just combing it away, clearing out any density. There we go. Let's bring this attunement into our environment. So just feel your whole environment just fill up with this beautiful high vibrational golden light, golden conscious light, clearing out any density. Just holding the intention. And then let's bring our full awareness to the heart. as we make a connection with the heart. And just breathe into the heart. Every time we do this, we slowly start to reinforce that this is our place of center, the heart. And just breathing and feeling oneness with your heart. Letting go of another layer of your personality. Just let it melt away. Let your name melt away, your age, your gender, all the labels. Just let it melt away as you really feel yourself through your heart. The truth of who you are. And the more we drop into the heart, the more we access the unified field, the field of one, the quantum field. It's through the heart. Just bringing through one more attunement. And this attunement goes through every chakra right now, bringing each chakra, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and all the additional chakras into balance, into coherence, as everything right now in your field is syncing up to your heart rhythm, your heart field. This is what brings us into coherence. This is what organizes our field and brings us out of chaos. This is the source of sacred geometry. When energy is organized, when we are organized, that is when we have the most access to the quantum field, to our abilities and capabilities as creator. This is where we create from in a conscious way, through an organized, unified field within ourselves. Beautiful. So I'm just looking at all the chakras, all of our chakras. First is open, second is open, third is open, fourth is open, fifth is open, sixth is open, seventh is open. But one thing that they're bringing up right now is that there is a purge. So even though all the chakras are open, a lot of us are going through a purge. Like there's a big block of energy that's moving out through the back of all the chakras. So I'm just going to assist with this and just stay with your breath as we let go of whatever is not us, whatever is not ours. Beautiful. And just bring your awareness to the crown of your head as you really connect with you here, you in higher states of consciousness. Just feel the eternalness of you, the infinite being that you are. And just allow for your higher self to become more integrated into you right now, your field. Just through your awareness. And let's place a really strong gold shield around our field. And let's place that strong field, that strong shield around our home or our environment, wherever we are. And let's place a hand on our belly and our heart as we come back to the body and we're feeling our body, we're feeling our feet, just taking a moment just to notice how you feel. Notice if you feel more dropped in, more present, more centered. Maybe you notice that you don't, and that's okay too. What's important is the noticing, is the observer. Because the moment you are the observer, you are no longer enslaved to your mind. And that's important. So let's take a nice, beautiful breath in and then exhale. And we close with, and so it is. And so it is.